Hi, second graders. Today is day 2 of our math routine of subtracting 10 from a number. Right? Today we're going to use a table not with just tens and ones, but hundreds. Let's look at our equation. We have 194 minus 10. Right? Who could tell us or just shout out how many hundreds we have? Right? Look at our hundreds place value. We know this is the ones, tens, hundreds. So how many hundreds do we have, everyone? 1, right? So here's my hundreds. Here's my hundreds block. I have 100. How many tens do we have in the number 194? I heard some of you say it, 9, right? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. So I have 9 tens. And how many ones do we have, everyone? 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what 194 looks like in our table. Okay, now I want to subtract 10, right? I want to subtract a 10 from 194. Well, think. Are we going to take a 10 from 100? Or do you think we're going to take a 10 from my tens or my ones? What do you guys think? Shout out what you think. I heard a lot of you say take a 10 from one of my tens. You guys agree? Thumbs up if you agree. Yeah, I agree too. Let's take that 10 block away. How many tens are we left with now? I had 9. I'm taking 1 away. How many tens do we have now? I heard a lot of you say it. A lot of you say 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. So 194 minus 10 equals 184. The question. What happened to your ones? Think from the other day, day 1 routine. My ones place value, what? Did it stay the same? Yeah, it stayed the same, right? Because we're subtracting 10. I have a 0 in my ones place value. 4 minus 0 is 4. So my ones place value is staying the same. Did my hundreds place value change? No, it didn't change, right? It stayed as a 1. What place value changed, everyone? Your tens. Very good. Let's see what our next one is. 184 minus 10. So remember, before we did 194 minus 10 equaled 184. Now I need to figure out 184 minus 10. Give you a few seconds to figure that out. Once you have an answer, just shout it out. All right, I heard a lot of you say something. Do you guys agree with Mr. Manko? 174? You guys agree? Let's see. I want to take a 10 away, right? How many tens are we left with now? Shout it out. Yeah, 7, right? So what is my number now? I had 184. Now I have to subtract 184 minus 10, which gave me 174. Very good. Now we have 174, right? I want you to subtract 10 from 174. Right? And while you're doing that, try and notice a pattern like we did the other day. What is 174 minus 10? Once you have an answer, put a thumbs up. 3, 2, 1. Who would like to shout it out? Shout it. You guys agree? 164. I agree as well. Again, I'm taking a 10 away. Right? I had 7 tens. How many tens are we left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So I'm left with 6 tens. My ones what? Yeah, my ones stay the same. What about my hundreds? Yeah, my hundreds stay the same too, right? We didn't touch the hundreds. So 174 minus 10, everyone, is 164. Very good. Yeah. Before we try and figure this one out on our own, let's recap our numbers, our equations we've done already. We did 194 minus 10 equals 184. Then 184 minus 10 equals 174. 174 minus 10 equals 164. Now I want to figure out 164 minus 10. See if there's a pattern that will help you try and figure this out without using our blocks. Give you a few seconds. Without using our blocks, what do you think 164 minus 10 will be? What is the difference? Shout it out in 3, 2, 1. Let's see if you're right. All right. Well, if I'm looking at my pattern, right, everyone knows now my ones are staying the same. Good. When I'm subtracting a 10, my 10's place value, look at it. It's going from 8, 7, 6. So isn't my 10's place value going down? Yeah. So what number would be next after 6? 5. Good. And what about my hundreds? Am I touching my hundreds? No, my hundreds is staying the same. So if we go to my 10s, take a 10 block away, how many should we be left with? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 10s left, right? So 164 minus 10 equals, good, 154. Awesome job. Doing awesome. Let's see. Here's our next problem. 154 minus 10. If you guys need to look at that pattern again, right? We were right with the last one, looking at the pattern. Right? Our ones stay the same. And our 10's place value decreased by a 10. I don't think you need any help from Mr. Menko. Giving you 20 seconds. What do you think 154 minus 10 equals? Once you have an answer, put a thumbs up. Three, 2, 1. Shout it out. What do you guys all think? Oh, let's see if you're right. Let's double check. All right. Well, if I'm going to take a 10 for my 10s, right? How many 10s are we left with? That's right. 4 10s we're left with. All right. Would that fit the pattern? What would come after 5 if I'm looking at 10's place value? Yeah, after my 5, if I'm going down by 1, after next, if I take 1 from 5, it would be 4. Good. So 154 minus 10 equals 144. Very good. Awesome job. I have a question though. What if I wanted you guys to figure out 144 minus 10? What would the answer be? 144 minus 10. Shout it out if you think you know it. Thumbs up if you agree with Mr. Menko. I got 134. I take that 10 away. How many 10s am I left with? 3. Good. So my answer would be 134. Great job today. Let's go over the pattern that we noticed. Right? Every time I subtract a 10, my ones place value stays the same. My tens place value decreased, right? So it went down by a 10. Right? Great job today, boys and girls. See you tomorrow.